I just must say this because I know that politics is a very sensitive, matter in Nigeria. It's hard for a lot of people to voice their opinions, especially on television, radio and platforms such as this because of criticism. Of course, we are here to criticize, but at the same time, when the government is doing something right, we should always say it, which is why I want to say that one thing I've noticed about Tinubu's administration is the fact that he listens. He listens, unlike other administrations that we've seen, where they would just bring out government policies and, if you like, cry, shout from morning till night. Whatever they want to do, they just do it. Like, they don't care, they don't get. I don't think that there's this connection between the citizenry and the government. But in this government, I feel like that gap has been bridged, because like, is listening to criticisms and he's actually hearing what the citizens are saying. You guys remember the trip or the summit that Tinubu went for in Dubai, where we had like 1,000 plus delegates at that event, and a lot of people criticize that because this is such a crucial time in the country that we need to manage our resources, economize. You are asking the citizens to be patient with you, you are asking them to bear with you. At the same time, the citizens want to see on your part that you too, you are you are managing as well. It's not just the citizens that are bearing the brunt, but you as well. We want to see that the government is managing the little resources that we have as well, and which is what I feel that the president has done by cutting cost of governance on traveling by 60%. Reno is also reacting to these, and the latest traveling of Vice President Shetima to Switzerland. Before we go into the details of today's news, if this is your first time here or you haven't subscribed to this channel at all, please do well to subscribe. Like this video, leave your opinions in the comment section as well. Lastly, don't forget to also turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Days after President Tinubu cut cost of governance on traveling by 60%, Reno exposes the number of delegates that accompanied Shetima to Switzerland. President Tinubu of Nigeria recently implemented a 60% reduction in the cost of governance for official travels, limiting the number of aides allowed to accompany him, his wife, the vice president, and ministers. While this decision sparked divided opinions among Nigerians, with some viewing it skeptically and others commending the president's bold initiative, a recent revelation by former presidential aide Reno sheds light on the practical impact of this policy. On Tuesday, Omokri disclosed the number of delegates accompanying Vice President Kashim Shettima to the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland. According to Omokri, Shettima traveled with just 5 aides, showcasing a commendable adherence to the president's cost-costing and effective enhancing directive. Taking to his social media handles, Omokri expressed his approval, stating, "It is heartwarming to note that the Vice President Kashim Shettima went to the World Economic Forum in Davos, Switzerland, with just 5 aides. Commendations are in order for the president for initiating such a commonsensical policy that cuts costs and increases government efficiency. President Tinubu is delivering on both what he promised and what he did not promise. If he continues this way, Nigerians will support him." Well done. You all, what are your thoughts? Let's have them in the comment section below. What do you all think? Do you think that, like I said at the beginning of this video, it means that the government is actually listening. And I think I've also said that before, not only on this video, because that is what I have noticed, predominantly since this administration started, is the fact that the government actually listens. When it does something and people, goes all out to criticize, and then we now see a change after that, it means that he's listening. Before, I've always felt that there's this gap between the government and the president, especially, and the citizenry, because most of the times they are surrounded with people that would not even tell them the truth. It means he's watching the news, is also reading newspapers, because most of the times, like I was saying, these people in government, they are surrounded with people who just want to sugarcoat things for them, people that would not tell them the truth. Oh, anything they are doing is right on, you're doing well. Not even politics alone. When you're rich, you are high up there, you would not even feel what the masses are going through. The people around you are always telling you, ride on, you're doing well, ride on, you're doing well. Before you know it, 8 years will pass, 4 years will pass, and you've done nothing. But the people around you are always ailing you and sugarcoating it for you. And I also remember, but it was it on the swearing in or before the swearing in, where people who worked with Tinubu in Lagos State were sharing their experiences of working with him in Lagos State. And some of the things they said was that he listens, he likes to bring them together, have meetings with them, brainstorm, even when he doesn't agree with some of the ideas that they bring to the table. They argue it out, and at the end of the day, if he realizes that those ideas are better than his, he doesn't feel intimidated. He doesn't feel like, oh, how can other people's ideas be better than his. He agrees with them. And I think that is one major qualities that make you a leader. A leader doesn't mean that you're occupying a very important position. A leader means that it means you have the ability to actually listen, And I hope that from these here on, governors as well who will emulate what the president is doing, with all those governors that will leave their states and will go and sit down in Abuja, spending government money, living on taxpayers' money in Abuja, instead of staying in their states, to be in charge of their state. Example, there was some wiki who has been in Rivers State for some time now, while kidnapping incidents are happening in Abuja. You all, let me have your thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't done that. I will see you all in my next video. Bye for now.